Are you on a DMT for MS and thinking about an immune booster? Maybe you saw an ad or a well-meaning relative suggested a natural remedy for the winter. It's a common question and a critical one, so stick around because the real answer will save you stress, money, and maybe even your next infusion appointment. We're going to give you the quick value right up front, what's safe, what's not, and why the timing of everything from a flu shot to a supplement matters immensely. So, should you boost your immune system? Yes or no? Let's answer this right away, no beating around the bush. If you're on a disease-modifying therapy for MS, and that DMT is specifically designed to stop your immune system from attacking your own body, you should absolutely not start taking random immune-boosting medicines, supplements, or those miracle winter potions without asking your doctor or pharmacist first. It's not about being overly cautious. It's about being smart and protecting the investment you've made in your health. That's it. That's the core answer. Check with your neurologist or pharmacist first, always. It's the simplest, safest rule of thumb. But why? Let's get into the logic. Because your very expensive, very specific DMT has one primary job: to tell your immune system to calm down and stop attacking your own body, specifically your brain and spinal cord. It's a highly targeted intervention, so grabbing a bottle that screams "boost" can be like handing your already over-enthusiastic immune system a megaphone and a double espresso. It's like giving a hyperactive marching band more blaring trumpets and a strong drumline while you're desperately trying to nap. You're inviting more noise when the goal is quiet. In short, it could directly work against the very thing your DMT is trying to accomplish, potentially making your MS treatment less effective or even stirring up disease activity. If you're new here, welcome. This channel breaks down MS simply, with no doom, just truth. We believe that understanding the why behind the what is empowering. If you're living with MS or trying to support someone who is, then you're exactly in the right place. If you've ever found yourself wondering, my medication is supposed to calm my immune system, so why on earth would I take something that claims to boost it? Then this is precisely the video you were looking for. We're going to validate that excellent question. By the end of our time together, you'll understand why vaccines, common cold medicine, herbal supplements, and your DMT are not doing the same thing. Even if the labels all sound like your immune system is a gym membership you need to max out. We'll clarify which things are generally safe, which are risky, and why timing your flu shot around your infusion isn't just a suggestion, it's a strategy. So subscribe and sit with us for a bit. We make MS make sense, one question at a time. Hit that bell so you don't miss the next part of this conversation. Because living with MS isn't a simple case of weak immune system means boost it. It's a much more nuanced situation of a confused immune system equals calm it, redirect it, or stop certain attacks. Let's clear up a huge misconception. Multiple sclerosis isn't generally because your immune system is too weak or has given up. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's because your immune system is overzealous and misdirected, mistakenly attacking the protective myelin sheath around the nerves in your central nervous system. Think of your immune system as your body's security team. Its job is to patrol and look for genuine threats like viruses and bacteria. But in MS, this highly trained security force sees your own myelin and goes, "Suspicious hoodie, take him down." It's not lazy, it's just barking at the couch. The problem isn't the volume of the response, it's the choice of target. This is where disease-modifying therapies, or DMTs, come in. Think of DMTs as a retraining program for your overeager security team. Some act like bouncers, telling certain immune cells, "You can't enter this room anymore." They physically block those cells from getting into the central nervous system. Other DMTs thin the ranks, reducing the number of specific aggressive cells. Fewer troublemakers means less potential for damage. Some change the cell's behavior, encouraging them to be less inflammatory and more regulatory. It's like sending them to finishing school. And others act like a temporary holding cell, trapping certain immune cells in the lymph nodes so they can't get out to patrol and poke at your nerves. Because of these different strategies, not all DMTs suppress the immune system the same way. The risk of infection varies widely by medicine, your lab results, age, and even the timing of your dose. That's why the answer to managing MS isn't one size fits all. Your treatment is tailored to your specific situation. This is also why you can't just add things to the mix. An activating supplement could affect someone on a cell depleter very differently than someone on a modulator. You might be pouring fuel on the fire, so always ask, what specific DMT am I on? What am I trying to take? And what does my neurologist or pharmacist say about that combination? Remember the one-liner, a DMT isn't turning your immune system off like a lamp, it's stopping friendly fire. Immune boosting is a marketing phrase, not a precise medical instruction. Sounds great, needs a pause button in MS. What does boost mean? More cells, more aggression, more inflammation? The bottle rarely tells you. Popular blends use echinacea, astragalus, and mushroom extracts believed to stimulate immune cells, the very ones involved in MS attacks. That's like hitting the gas and the brake at the same time. Supplements aren't regulated like pharmaceuticals. No guaranteed purity, potency, or contents. Not all supplements are bad. Many people with MS have low vitamin D. Supplement, when your doctor prescribes it based on blood tests. That's targeted, not guessing. If the main selling point is a verb like boost, fortify, or supercharge, that's your cue to ask a professional. Natural doesn't equal safe with MS. Poison ivy is natural. Nobody's rubbing it on their nervous system. Bottom line, be skeptical of vague promises. Your immune system already has boundary issues. Don't hand it a megaphone and espresso just because the label yelled defend. Vaccines are not the same as vague immune boosters. A vaccine is specific training, a wanted poster for a particular germ. Measles, flu, teach recognition, not random hype. Generally important and safe. With MS, it's a doctor conversation about timing and type. Two main categories, live attenuated and non-live inactivated. Live vaccines contain weakened germs. With immunosuppressive DMTs, even a weakened live virus can be risky. Often not recommended. Non-live vaccines can't cause the disease. Most neurologists encourage them. The big question is timing. For infusions or depleting therapies, you may schedule vaccines weeks before or after so your body mounts the best response. Flu tip. Get the injection, not the live nasal spray, if you're on certain DMTs. This is precise, strategic training that respects your DMT, not a vague boost. Question isn't if, it's which ones and when. Most cold and flu meds don't boost immunity. They control symptoms, congestion, cough, fever, aches. A decongestant shrinks swollen vessels so you can breathe. Pain fever reducers don't kill viruses. They help you feel less awful while your immune system does the real work. Your pharmacist is the security guard of interactions. Fever and infections can temporarily worsen MS symptoms. It's a pseudo-flare. It's not always a true relapse. A true relapse equals new or clearly worsening neuro symptoms. 24 hours without fever or infection. Pseudo-flare equals old symptoms flare with triggers like heat, stress, or infection. Like an old electrical wire that short circuits when it gets hot. Don't ignore it. Call your care team, especially if new, severe, or not improving. Treating the infection usually resolves the pseudo-flare. Cold medicine is usually symptom control. Immune boosters are the ones we side-eye a little harder. And remember, your nervous system already has bad Wi-Fi. Fever turns the router into soup. Okay, so you're standing in the pharmacy aisle or your well-meaning aunt suggests a new miracle herb. Before you introduce any new thing to your body, whether it's a medicine, supplement, or vitamin, pause and run this 5-question checklist. First ask, what is its specific job? A vaccine provides targeted training for a specific threat. A symptom medication offers comfort. A supplement for a diagnosed deficiency fills a known gap. But a vague immune stimulant, that requires the most caution. Second, is it safe with my specific DMT? Your DMT's mechanism is key. Is it a depleter, a modulator, or a trapper? Adding something that also affects immune cells could be like adding gasoline to a bonfire or just completely useless. Third, does it interact with my other medications or health conditions? Your pharmacist is your personal interaction detective. They see the whole picture and can spot a conflict you'd never expect. Fourth, does the timing matter around my infusions or injections? And fifth, is it a live vaccine? If the answer is yes, that requires a serious risk versus benefit conversation with your neurologist. No exceptions. Commit these 5 questions to memory. They are your toolkit for turning a moment of panic into one of calm, empowered inquiry. And this leads to the big reveal. With MS, the goal isn't a stronger immune system at all costs. It's a smarter one. An immune system that is accurate, well-trained, and most importantly, not attacking your own nerves. In the world of MS, a stronger immune response can actually mean more inflammation and more damage. A smarter response means your immune system knows exactly when to fight a real threat and, crucially, when to stand down. Think of it this way. You're training a guard dog not to tackle the mailman. You don't want to reward that wrong behavior with a treat labeled immune booster. Instead, you support your overall health without poking the autoimmune bear. This means prioritizing sleep, managing stress, eating a balanced diet, and only correcting deficiencies under your doctor's direction. Remember this quote, MS isn't a lazy immune system, it's an overconfident security guard with terrible aim. So let's recap with a quick FAQ. Safe versus risky, taking vitamin D for a diagnosed deficiency, safe and likely helpful. Taking a random herbal immune booster like echinacea? Risky, as it could non-specifically ramp up the wrong cells. What about vaccine timing? If you're on a depleting DMT like Ocrevus, your neurologist will likely want you to get your flu shot at least 2 weeks your infusion to ensure you mount a good response. And what about a pseudo-flare versus a relapse? Old symptoms acting up when you get overheated but disappearing when you cool down? That's a pseudo-flare, a brand new symptom or a significant worsening of an old one that lasts for more than 24 hours. That's a call your care team relapse. If you take only one thing away from this video, let it be this. Before starting any new medicine, supplement, or vaccine, check with your neurologist or pharmacist. To make that call easier, create a mini health passport. Keep a note on your phone or in your wallet with your DMT name, dose, and frequency, your other prescriptions, and any major allergies or conditions. It's a 5-minute call that can buy you a giant peace of mind. If this video helped make the complexities of MS a little clearer, please like the video and subscribe to I'm Not Myelin. Your click genuinely helps us reach others who are right now staring at that same confusing pharmacy aisle. And drop a comment below. Have you ever been confused by immune-boosting advice? Share this video with a friend or family member, especially if they're on a DMT. Remember, smarter is smarter. You've got this. We'll see you in the next one.